Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale with your favorite series. It is Pro v Pro. Back at you guys. Now, just wanted to note to you guys, I will include a list of all the decks used by the pros in the description for today's video. Sorry for not doing that in the last Pro v Pro. But just to set the table here, Marcelp is now going for a new world CWA record of winning a possible 6 matches in a row. That would be beating Diegob's record. He's now beaten Pompeo. Am I going to remember everybody? Probably not here. Pompeo, Surgical Goblin. He's beaten TMD YaoYao, he's beaten Hazard, he's beaten Diegob, and now the 6th person he's facing today, Enchatin. Enchatin is a really good streamer, known as being a really good graveyard player, so I bet he's going to come out with some really unique and strong graveyard decks in today's video. But this is the point in the video where I like to ask you guys to go ahead and pause, or just continue listening to me ramble, and go down to the comments and let me know who you think is going to win here. Is it going to be the reigning and returning champ, the king of the hill, Marcelp, or is it going to be newcomer Enchatin? Now, Enchatin's been on the channel 2 times now, sharing some of his next level strategy, and you can see here I've been rambling throughout this first match here. We're already halfway into it, so let's give you guys some play-by-play. Enchatin, just as we expected, going with Splash Yard to start things out here. That's probably the strongest graveyard deck in the meta right now. It has the Tornado, synergizes so well with the Baby Dragon, and of course it has the graveyard as the win condition. Up on the top, we see Marcelp playing Lavaloon Lumberjack. Lavaloon Lumberjack, now that is an annoying deck to go against. I should have mentioned, of course, the Bowler, which we're seeing now. The Bowler, again, synergizes so well with the Tornado. Now, with the Tornado here, Enchatin actually has a decent shot against this matchup here. You can see using the Tornado very, very expertly there against that balloon, pulling it away from the tower, allowing the E-Wiz to do his thing, taking down that balloon before it even gets close to threatening that left tower for Enchatin. Now, on the counter attack here is Enchatin, excuse me, and he needs to get that left tower down. He does. So now he can go aggressive with the Knight Graveyard combo on that right tower, and there's the Bowler. He's going all out here. Lumberjack is a great counter to Graveyard. That's why I'm assuming that Marcel actually added the Lumberjack to this deck. It swings faster than the Knight, of course, you guys already know that. Just makes for a great graveyard counter. You better bet that Marcel is going to stack all his decks with great graveyard counters here. Interesting that he opens things out here right out the gate with the Lavaloon combo. So sudden death, here we go, baby. Things are really close to being tied right now. Again, a Bowler graveyard combo, very difficult to stop. The Bowler locks onto that tower immediately, and even with his zap spell, it looks like Marcelp, just barely is able to stop that graveyard, but it's not going to be enough. That poison finishes off that right tower, and the newcomer, Enchatin, is up 1-0 on the champ, Marcelp. I bet that wasn't the start that many of you guys expected. Some people thinking that Marcelp cannot be beat. Here we go, already underway with match 2 here. What I'm going to do is go back and edit out the time in between some of these longer kind of dead zones while the players are getting their decks ready. So that's something I'm going to add new. I'm going to edit out my commentary during that segment, especially because I'm going to be bringing you guys the decks again in the description, so we don't really need to go over them after every single match. Let me know if you like this format better, or if you like it before, where we did kind of talk about each match for a minute or two between matches. I want to give this a try, just kind of non-stop action for the most part. So here, another Lavaloon in match 2. Now remember, Enchatin is up 1-0. It's best of 5, guys. It's best of 5. So first player to get 3 wins wins. So over 1,000 damage off that right tower for Marcel onto Enchatin. Of course, the players have switched sides here. Please note that Enchatin now is on the top. Marcelp is on the bottom. So Enchatin is taking advantage of the Elixir Elixir advantage here, or I should say the momentary Elixir advantage to get another pump on the board here. Enchatin playing it's gotta be a Golem deck, right? It's gotta be. There it is, the Golem. It's gotta be the Golem beatdown. I don't know what his last card is going to be. He already has Lightning, we can see that. Probably a Baby Dragon would be my guess. We'll have to see here, I think. So anyway, Mega Minion dropped on the Lava Hound. A pretty aggressive Lava Hound there by Marcel. He's going to play some defense here using the cannon to lure that Golem into the opposite lane momentarily as the Skeletons do a good job. You can see just how powerful Skeletons are in the game. Probably one of the most powerful common cards certainly in the game right now. And see what Marcel just did there, guys. This is something that you're going to want to take note of and apply to your own game. When you see a big tank push coming at you there, that was really expertly defended by Marcel. He saved some Elixir. He didn't over defend. You'll notice he only used the cannon and the Skeletons against that Golem, and then he waited for the supporting troops to catch up. Then he saved enough Elixir to cast the Knight and the Mega Minion, 6 Elixir worth of defense on the bridge. So that was really well done there, and another great fireball there by Marcel, allowing that balloon to connect with that right tower, taking it down. The high cannon placement, really just textbook defense here by Marcel, knowing that Enchatin now has the lightning spell. He places that cannon all the way at the river there, and this is probably going to be GG. You can see right there, Marcel does give the early GG, and Enchatin agrees. It looks like he might connect here with this balloon again, but at this point, it looks like Enchatin maybe has thrown in the towel here, and with just 3 seconds left, it looks like this is going to wrap up with a 2-0 victory here for Marcel. So Marcel does get on the board here, guys, and now we are at 1-1. So let's update the score with these pros. GG, and we are now 1-1. So, okay. This is pretty intense here. I mean, Marcel, like I said, Marcel, really one of the best players in the game. If I had to win one match in the game, it's tempting to go with Marcel because he's just so versatile, is so good at so many decks. You never know what he's going to play. He's a good Lava Loon player. I know some of you are rolling your eyes right now, but he really is a next level Lava Loon player, but he's really good with a variety of archetypes. He's a really good Hog player. Marcel actually won with Royal Giant a few Pro V Pros ago, so he's definitely versatile. Of course, Marcel's go-to deck is also Graveyard. So let's see what these pros bring into match 3. This is a big match. If I was Sports Center, I'd probably be highlighting the stats that the pro who won match 3 goes on to win 90% of the time or something like that. Of course, I haven't figured that out. Maybe one of you guys wants to go back and pull up some stats on this kind of stuff. I should make a Pro V Pro only playlist. In fact, I will do that for you guys by the time this video releases. So here we go into match 3 here. Marcel P starting out with a Knight and Musketeer. Looks like a Hog cycle deck. Good fireball there by Marcel. It's going to really allow the Musketeer and the Knight to take down that Giant there, and here comes a big push for Marcel. This is going to be tough to defend for Enchatin. A little bit late on that Furnace, unfortunately. A good Goblin gang, but a very nice log there. Kind of a predictive log by Marcel, and look at that tower, guys. Down to 502 HP on the right tower for Enchatin. Not the start he was looking for here. Now, Enchatin is playing a Furnace beatdown Giant deck. I bet he's playing Graveyard too, just knowing Enchatin, and that looks like the most popular combination of cards in terms of the Furnace with a Giant usually is paired also with a Graveyard in the current meta, so I'd be surprised if he wasn't playing a Graveyard deck here. He plays Giant into this incoming push here. This is probably going to be trouble again for Enchatin because the Hog Rider is on the tower and he really has nothing left to defend. He has that E-Wiz, but look at the Hog. He's going to get a good 6 or 7 hits on that left tower. A really nice value log there for Marcel P, and the E-Wiz isn't going to even get 1 hit off on that that left tower. So again, not the start that Enchatin wanted here, unfortunately. For those of you who don't know, both of my pros here are content creators. Granted, Marcelp hasn't been super active on YouTube in a couple months now. I wish he would start being active again because he really did have amazing high-level content in the game. But either way, if you guys are interested, I'll link Marcelp's YouTube channel, and of course Enchatin. Most of you probably know him from Adult Esports, one of the best clans around, and of course his stream. He's a really good streamer, really high energy, and a good guy in the community, hosting a lot of cool events such as Pro v Joes and all kinds of other good stuff. Another big tournament coming on the way. Finally, with only 20 seconds left or so here, we see the first graveyard casting here by Enchatin. A good log there, pretty good defense with the Musketeer in the night by Marcelp, but it looks like this one is already wrapped up here for Marcel. You can see a lot of damage taken off that left tower by Enchatin, but a little bit too little too late. Remember, with only 20 seconds left in the match, if you're just casting your first win condition, in this case the graveyard, it's probably not going to be enough. Something went wrong in that match there, and Marcelp was just really good about punishing Enchatin every time he dropped that giant. So here we go, we're gonna hop into the next match here, keeping the action coming at you guys. Now remember, this is a big match because Marcel just won 2 in a row after Enchatin got off to the early lead. So it's now 2-1 Marcel. You can see he's starting off again with the Lava Hound. Is he playing Lava Loon for the 3rd time, or maybe is it Airfecta, or maybe is it Lava Ram? We'll have to wait and see here. Enchatin starts out with a bowler in back. Maybe Enchatin's gone back to his first deck, and it looks like Marcelp, with the first 2 cards, first 3 cards he's played, has gone back to his first deck as well. So it looks like both these players in this do or die match here are going back to their comfort zone in terms of what they originally brought into this matchup. Now the balloon is not going to get to the tower, however the death damage is going to almost kill that E-Wiz, but actually good defense there by Enchatin. The E-Wiz and the Baby Dragon doing a number on that Lava Loon Mega Minion combo. Marcelp using a Knight here very well to distract both the E-Wiz and the Baby Dragon, preventing any sort of a counter attack for Enchatin. So now it's a Lava Hound played at the bridge rather aggressively. So Marcelp here is trying not to let Enchatin get a huge big momentum graveyard. Yes, graveyard, Ash, come on man. Graveyard push here, going with the bowler and the Baby Dragon, using the lightning to destroy the supporting or the defensive troops before he can get a good counter push going. So that's Marcelp's strategy here. Play an aggressive Lava Hound at the bridge, knowing that Enchatin is playing a graveyard deck, and what he's going to do is always use that lightning. Since he doesn't have to use it on an Inferno tower, he's always going to use that lightning on the supporting troops. So he plays a cannon right at the bridge there, preventing that King Tower, or not preventing the King Tower, excuse me, from locking onto that Knight there. A good zap spell by Marcelp, distinguishing most of those skeletons. However, there's a lot of damage off that tower, and Enchatin moves into the lead here with maybe a slight Elixir advantage when you can see that he has the bowler on the map already. So this is probably going to be a graveyard push here for Enchatin, knowing that Marcel doesn't have a ton of Elixir to defend. So here it goes. That's a good lightning there again by Marcel, using that lightning defensively with the Lava Loon deck, something you don't see often enough really, but that's a really good move there by Marcel. Now granted, Enchatin got another 500-600 damage off that tower. Marcelp is getting a lot of damage off that tower with only 20 seconds left. It is down to, oh, lightning range. Took the words right out of my mouth, did Marcelp. And Enchatin, I think he has poison as his last card. It's gotta be. So here comes graveyard poison, and this is gonna be the Hail Mary, guys. Is Marcel going to be able to defend? He has to prevent these skeletons from touching that tower. A good zap spell. Oh my god, with 7 HP left. He pulls it off, guys. Can anybody beat Marcelp? I ask you guys, can anybody take this man down? I don't know. Unbelievable. So GG, fellas. I need your help, guys. We need a champion. Marcelp P now has a new record, 6 wins in a row. Maybe we should bring Diegob back for another shot at him. A common request to bring on is Pong. A lot of you guys want to see Pong. Well, the ball is in Pong's court. I've reached out to him a few times on Twitter now. He's said on his streams that he's totally down to come on and take on Marcel, but he has to contact me. So that's the deal with Pong. Some of you guys also want other content creators to face Marcel. I'm down for it, but I'm not sure if any content creator is good enough to take down Marcelp P. Remember, we're talking about the top 1% of the 1% of players. But either way, I want your suggestions. Thank you so much to both of my pros here, Marcelp P and Enchatin. Make sure you check out their content. Both great guys in the community and great content creators. Guys, huge shout out, speaking of great guys, to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Check out his information in the description below. Check out the CR Community Plex chat for daily giveaways, contests, and tournaments. A lot of stuff going on in the CR Community Plex chat, and I will see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.